It's time I put out my thoughts on the Steam Deck.
Every so often, you see a piece of tech online,
And your head starts flooding with all these ideas how if you just own this one device, your life is going to be so much more fun, easier, and way more enjoyable.
at first glance, it feels like this perfect dance of ideas all coming together. The Steam Deck is a handheld built by Valve, the creators of the best game launcher on Windows, coming out with a piece of hardware where you can play your entire Steam library on the go. Your brain starts racing with ideas. I could play this in bed, on a flight, on the couch, while someone else is watching the TV, even in the bathroom, but that's not really what the Steam Deck is. So, on my screen right now is Diablo 4. And Diablo 4, a game that would seem like something you could play on the Steam Deck, seems to have terrible problems on the Steam Deck. So what you have to do on the Steam Deck is instead you kind of have to go back to the 6th and 7th generation console games if you want to have a great experience for 3D games. Think of things like the first couple of Devil May Cry games, or GameCube emulators. That's something it's great at, is GameCube emulation. As well as like the first 2 Half-Life games. Dishonored is pretty good on Steam Deck. Yeah, you're not gonna be playing games that can run on a PlayStation 5 or an Xbox Series X. So, this Steam Deck, in theory, I thought it was gonna be everything I wanted because it's my entire Steam library on a handheld with a console-like experience where I can just download my games. It's got the controls built into them. I can play them. But I need to address one of the biggest problems that I don't see people talking about is the annoyance with this system having a problem sometimes with a black screen. My Diablo 4 is still downloading, and it's been downloading for the past couple days, despite paying for gigabit internet with Xfinity. It could be that I'm trying to install Diablo 4 on a micro SD card, which absolutely, the write speeds on an SD card are kind of slow. This weird bug where you go into desktop mode and then Steam Deck immediately thinks you want to use it in Steam Big Picture mode. All right, I know I might sound a little harsh on this thing, but I've had fun with my Steam Deck before, especially with a lot of the GameCube emulation. I do like to play Zelda Wind Waker. This thing, I think that playing GameCube on this has been some of the most fun I've had. Simpsons Hit and Run is great on this. Tony Hawk Underground 2 is one of my favorite games of all time, and this is one of the best ways to play the game. That being said, you should not spend anywhere close to 500 on this thing. Keep it around the 300 range. Go for that 256 gigabyte deal. And for me, Steam OS is too annoying to deal with, and I'm just not at that point in my life anymore where I enjoy fidgeting with devices.